Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another exciting meeting at Toastmasters for entrepreneurs and professionals. It's all about your growth in your journey of entrepreneurship or as a professional. We are committed to your growth. And we have one of the wonderful topic by a wonderful Toastmaster Ekta Agrawal, talking about financial statement. Most of us think, what is in it for us? Why do we have to know about it? And many people depend upon somebody else. But when you depend upon somebody else, there's always scope of fraud or people taking you for a ride. But Toastmaster Ekta is going to help us understand better so that we don't depend upon others and we become independent. And that's what our life is all about. Let me invite Toastmaster Ekta Agrawal as a Toastmaster. Ekta, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Raghu. Thank you for the warm welcome. I would want to quickly introduce myself. I'm Ekta Agrawal, a chartered accountant with 13 years of experience in financial planning and appraisal. I've worked with companies like PepsiCo, Novartis, Shell, and PwC. Today, I was thinking, what is it that I can talk to a team of entrepreneurs or professionals? And I thought nothing better than talking about financial planning and analysis. Let me start with a quick anecdote. A woman proudly told her friend, "I'm responsible for making my husband a millionaire." "Well, what was he before he married you?" asked the friend. And she responded saying, "A billionaire." So it's important that you understand and analyze the financial statements in the true perspective and not just go by what's on the face of it. So I would want to ask, how many of you understand financial statements? Financial statements generally have three parts to it, which are most critical to it. One is the balance sheet, the second is the income statement, and third is the cash flow statement. Today, I will not only introduce the three to you, but will also give you tools to analyze them better. You can't improve what you don't measure. In today's world, we are all surrounded by data, but we are starved for insights. Data will talk to you if you are willing to learn. Financial statement analysis is important for people from various perspectives. Be it an entrepreneur, he would want to analyze his own financial statements to understand his financial performance, the financial health of his organization, and whether he should invest further or take measures to curtail cost. But it is also important for others who are making investments into organizations in terms of shares. It's important that you evaluate the company that you are investing in to see whether you should continue to hold the investment, sell it off, or make further purchases. It's also important if you are a creditor or a lender to understand the credit worthiness of the organization you are investing in and to determine the terms of loan that you want to negotiate with them. So with this, I hope you all are keen to understand the various tools of analyzing the financial statements. But before that, let me introduce the team for today. Let me start off with introducing the timer for today. The timer for today is Priya. May I request you to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Toastmaster of today. I am Toastmaster Priya, playing the role of timer in today's meeting. My role as a timer is to keep time for all speakers to ensure that everyone speaks within their allotted time. This will also help in ensuring that the meeting runs on time. To help me to do this, I have a 3-color cue cards with me. I will show the green card when the speaker hits qualifying time. I will show the yellow card when the speaker hits his target time. I will show the red card when the speaker has reached the end of his allotted time. For general speeches, I will show the green card at 5 minutes. I will show the yellow card at 6 minutes. I will show the red card at 7 minutes. For table topics, I will show the green card at 1 minute. I will show the yellow card at 1.5 minutes. I will show the red card at 2 minutes. And for evaluators, I will show the green card at 2 minutes. I will show the yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds. And I will show the red card at 3 minutes. And each speaker has a grace period of 30 seconds to wrap up his speech. I will submit my report when called by Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Priya. Now I would like to call upon Anne-Marie, our grammarian and our counter for the day. We are all looking forward to hear from you.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, I have the role of the grammar police, and it's my job to monitor the use of the English language today. Eloquence, creative language, given extra brownie points, and you'll be rewarded. Criminal acts, pronunciations, speedy talking, and bad grammar, you'll get points taken away. I look forward to serving as your grammarian. And today's word is savvy, because we're talking about savvy accounting, helping you to save time, cost, and grow your business. So today we are going to be savvy speakers. Savvy means shrewd, practical knowledge, the ability to give good judgment. Toastmasters, you are savvy speakers. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. We will all be savvy today. I would also call upon Raghu, who needs no introduction, to talk as the table topic master, to give his introduction.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Life is not a prepared speech, because every moment of life is impromptu. And to practice that, we have a section in our Toastmaster meeting called Table Topics, where I'll give you a simple topic and you need to speak for minimum 1 minute, and maximum is your limit, but we limit it to 2 minutes so that others also get some time to speak. Let's see when it's time for the table topics, but till then, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Raghu. Taking it forward on financial statement analysis, I mentioned I would talk about the 3 key financial statements. The first is the balance sheet. Balance sheet is a snapshot which gives you the asset and liabilities of your business at any given point in time. Assets minus liabilities is the shareholders' equity, which is the total amount that is the shareholders' equity or the ownership of the shareholders. Assets are anything that you gain income from in the long term, and liabilities are something that will take money away from you or for which you need to pay. So it's very important for us to assess what our assets and liabilities are into various categories, which are fixed assets, current liabilities, and the remaining portion is our most important piece, which is our shareholders' equity. The second is the income statement. Income statement gives us the profitability of the organization for a given period of time. You assess what has been your net inflow, which is your income. You assess what has been your net outflow, which is your expenses, and income minus expenses gives you the profit for the period. You should understand what is your gross profit, net profit, operating profit, and multiple. I'll share further insights into it when I'm talking about ratios. The third statement that is very critical is the cash flow statement. It helps us analyze the liquidity of the balance sheet. The cash flow statement is divided into 3 aspects. The first one is the investing cash flow. The second one is the operating cash flow. The third one is the third, investing, operating, and the financing cash flow. And the investing cash flow plus operating cash flow plus the financing cash flow gives you the net change in your cash. You need to assess all these three statements when you're trying to assess anything. When I'm given an annual report, which is a 100-page document, I quickly jump to these three statements first to grab what is the profit, what is the net equity, and what is the cash position of any investment that I'm trying to make. With this, I would not want to hold you on from your speaker sessions. I would want to invite Avinash, and before that, Vamsi, to give the speech objectives and topic for the day.
Thank you, Toastmasters Ekta. Yeah, today I'm evaluating the Avinash Verma speech, and his title is Files File Up. Thank God you have AI. That is the title of his project. The project is Speech with Purpose. Files up, file up. Thank God you have AI. Avinash Verma. Yeah, over to you. Thank you. I'm evaluating speech today. Yeah, over to you.
Avinash Verma.
Good
Thank
evening.
God you have AI today.
Good evening. I'm going to talk about files pile up. Thank God we have AI. How many of you work in accounting department in your company? Or how many of you understands accounting? I know the Toastmaster of the day, Ekta, works as an accountant. Do you enjoy working in accounting? Yes.
I do.
Good. Toastmaster Ekta was mentioning about financial statements and all of this, correct? So, but if I go to an accountant and ask about, hey, do you enjoy entering all the information, a journal entry, a purchase code, or a purchase order, they used to tell me, oh, files pile up, too much work. After we implemented few machine, now most of my customers work on Friday. So with AI,
Hi, Avinash, your voice is breaking
Avinash,
actually.
yeah,
we have
breaking
implemented.
up.
Am I audible?
Now, yes, but I think
Where did you lose me?
I think you're breaking up. Maybe camera. If you can go off camera, it might help.
It seems like your internet is playing here. You want to switch off your camera and do it? You can rejoin again, Avinash.
Just a minute.
Can you join back?
Yeah.
Sure. So while Avinash joins back, can we go with the second speech? Ekta?
Sure, Raghunath. May I invite Catherine as the evaluator to talk about Manasa and her speech today?
Catherine is the speaker and Manasa is the.
Okay, sorry. Catherine is the speaker and Mansa is the evaluator. Sorry for the swap. May I invite Mansa to talk about Catherine's speech today?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster Manasa, the second evaluator for Toastmaster Catherine. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice delivering social speeches in front of club members. And to mention the timing of the speech is 3 to 4 minutes. Timer, please make note of this. And all the best to my target speaker.
The correction here, it will be 2 to 3 minutes. Timing is 2 to 3 minutes, social speeches. Ekta, you're on mute.
Catherine, over to you. The speech topic is the mother that never runs dry. The mother that never runs dry, Catherine.
He raised us with our father in a way that makes marriage so memorable. I recall her balancing the corporate demands. I typically remember when she wore her high stilettos and had her nice pleated skirt and a tucked-in beautiful silk blouse. And picking up the phone, she would call and say, "Margaret speaking, how can I help you?" She said this over 6 or 7 times. And while she typed away using the typewriter, I remember that so vividly, because once in a while, if I were sick, I would have to wait for her in her office before she would get time off to take me to a clinic. In a flash, I would then see her wiping my tears because I was crying as she took me to the nearby clinic while a nurse tried to inject my skin and my veins had collapsed. I did not imagine how she balanced this. She was the most notable secretary who worked in a legal department of one of the major commercial banks in our city. She was well known. What baffled me is how she balanced the roles. So let's go back from the clinic. And as we leave the clinic, she's on phone, trying to make demands at home, giving my nanny instructions. I fall asleep in her lap. And when I get home, sleeping, I noticed that she had breastfed my baby brother. When I woke up, she was holding a tray with a jug of juice, a bowl of soup, and some tablets. Then she tells me, "Get up, take your medicine." My mind just couldn't fathom. I couldn't understand how she balances these roles in such flashes. This, Toastmasters and guests, is the mother that never runs dry. So if I were to conclude this speech and say this is all I had to talk about, we would complete this conversation. But no. Listen with me for a while. This is not just the description of who she was. At 65 years of age, after a lustrous career as an executive, giving corporate solutions to communities, having lost her husband several years past, she started on a new career that makes income for her family. She started on an art project of some of her favorite and precious fabrics that were bought by her husband, which was so many, plenty of them. She cut them up and turned them into tapestry and wove them into art pieces. She held 3 art exhibitions and up to today sells these art pieces to family and friends. At 65, Toastmasters and guests, what is your dream at 65? Not only does she do this, she wakes up and will collect children in the neighborhood, teach them some culinary and life skills. She's into knitting. She will buy your children a few jumpers and she will make a few handmade tapestry for your house. This is the mother that never runs dry. Is that all? No, she's writing and publishing poems at 72. What would you do if this was your life? She turns her passion into income. She liquidates assets into cash flow. Ladies and gentlemen, Margaret is the name of my precious mother. She is the mother that never runs dry. Back to you, Toastmaster Ekta.
Thank you so much, Catherine, for sharing this savvy story with us. Can we have speaker one check audio video once? Avinash, are you ready?
Hi, it looks like I still have a very weak internet. I'm losing connection in between. I was just testing. I'm losing packets.
Sure. We will try again in some time. Maybe you can try fixing it till then. Coming back to financial statement and analysis, dear Toastmasters. Now I would like to talk about the powerful tool of ratio analysis. Ratio analysis is very important while doing financial statement analysis. There are multiple kinds of ratio analysis that we can do in this process. First one is the profitability ratios. We need to look at the gross profit margin, the net operating profit margin, and the net profit margin while assessing the profitability of any financial statements. What is net profit margin? Net profit margin is your net profit to your total sales. Assessing this percentage and comparing it with your prior year's performance will give you how much profitability has been growing over a period of time, or comparing it with the competitors or peers in that industry will give you how you're doing or placed in comparison with your competitors. So I hope all of you understand what are profitability ratios. Second is liquidity ratios. The debt to equity ratio helps to measure a company's leverage or how much it relies on debt financing compared to equity financing. The current ratio helps in assessing a company's ability to pay its short-term liabilities with its short-term assets. These are more to assess the financial health of the company. The third set is the efficiency ratios. These ratios come in very handy to assess the working capital of the company. These ratios are inventory turnover ratio, accounts receivable turnover ratio, and accounts payable turnover ratio. These help you assess the working capital life cycle. They help you understand how much time it takes for you to complete one complete cycle of your working capital, right from ordering it to getting the cash from selling those products. When analyzing ratios, it is important that you compare them with industry averages or company's ratio from previous years to get a better understanding of the overall performance of the company. Understanding trends and patterns helps in understanding whether the company is growing, what are the seasonality of, that the industry is facing, the cyclical patterns and other trends, and these help in predicting or understanding the overall financial performance of the company. Now, I would like to hand over to our table topic master, Raghu, to take over the table topic sessions. Over to you, Raghu.
Thank you very much, Ekta. It's time to have some fun while we do learning, because all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Let's try to have some fun. And we have unlimited time, of course, limited time, but we'll have more time on table topics today. As I told you, just need to speak for at least 1 minute, and maximum is 2.5 minutes. Let's start practicing. And remember one thing, everything in Toastmaster is a learning that you can take back to your professional, personal, or entrepreneurship journey. Let's start with first, whoever is starting with. Vinay, You want to take a bit of it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I think I have, I'm sorry to interrupt. I think I have some good internet, but through my mobile.
Cool. So, Ekta,
Over to you, Avinash, for your speech.
Thank you. I'll restart again. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience that I have caused. So today my topic, files pile up. Thank God we have AI. So how many of you works in accounting department? I see Ekta has a lot of years of experience working with accountants and in accounting. Well, there are a lot of things to take care, like financial statements, uh, ratio analysis, like Ekta was mentioning. But have you ever heard a frustrated accountant? Maybe they're happy with what they are doing, but at times they have too much work. Now, with AI, machine learning concepts that we have, earlier,
You are on mute, Avinash.
pile up. Now, on a Friday evening or in the starting and end of the financial years, now they actually say, hey, there are no more files. You see? So they have done so much with AI and ML. So many accountants in many small and medium enterprises and also at the large enterprises are enjoying the benefit of it. I will tell you today, or I'll walk you through two use cases or two scenarios that we have considered and helping our customers with empowering with AI and ML. First use case. There used to be a lot of purchase orders and purchase quotes or account payables invoices that's coming from different vendors or suppliers. So in old days, or there are few companies still practicing the conventional methods, they take the purchase order and enter into the system. Now, after we forward that with AI and ML using the latest AI technologies that we have, they don't need to do anything. We, as an IT company, configured everything. So they receive an email as a PDF or something. Our ML or AI solution will automatically scans business partner, the name of them, the date, all the items that it has. It automatically creates a draft into their ERP or CRM that they have. So they just go and cross-verify everything, click submit. You know what? One of my customers had 300 vendors and more than 1,000 invoices every month. They used to have an accounting clerk or somebody who helps in accounting. They used to take almost a month. Now it happens in no time. They don't even notice like things are created. So they go check the drafts and boom, boom. In an hour, they finish the job. Second use case that we used to help with the knowledge, how to leverage or get the benefit out of these solutions, right? We implemented an AI chatbot on our website using OpenAI API. We trained that specifically giving the prompts to just act as a knowledgeable consultant to provide the knowledge on the ERP or the CRM that they are using. So they don't need to raise a support ticket. We literally saved more than 40% of time answering their questions. And also they saved a lot of time waiting for us to answer their questions. It's a lot of improvement. So now they, all the users of my, the clients or the customers that we have today is literally enjoying, saving time. Everything is efficient, operational. They could think of something else to improve their workplace, right? So to conclude, I'm very happy. My customers are happy, and we are all saving time with the latest AI technologies that we have today. And we are taking benefit and advantage of having those developed by very big companies. And we are very thankful to them. So thank you all today, and over to Toastmaster of the Day, Ekta.
Thank you so much, Avinash, for sharing the benefits of AI. Now I would request Raghu to continue with the table topic session.
Undeterred commitment to his assignment is what I see from Avinash's speech today. He was not happy, rather was unhappy that he couldn't complete his speech. Last week it was due to travel and this time due to internet, but he didn't want to give up. Good job, Avinash. Same attitude is what we need to show in our life, right? So today we'll try that in table topics. Remember, next time never comes. Try to grab the opportunity, come forward, attempt your table topic. And this is an opportunity to practice. Even for guests who are not members, this is an opportunity for you to practice your impromptu speech. Vinay, do you want to take up the topic? We'll continue from where we left.
Yeah,
Vinay.
yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'm ready. Yeah.
Interesting topic, but an apple a day keeps doctor away.
No, sorry. I couldn't hear that. Can you please repeat?
If an apple a day keeps doctor away, don't we need more apple sellers than doctors? If an apple a day keeps doctor away, don't we need more apple sellers than doctors? Vinay.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. My audio is. I'm audible, right? Clearly. Okay. Thank you. Recently I went to a hospital for my kid, and suddenly one person just went into the doctor's room, and what I found is the doctor and the visitor, they're close friends. And the doctor asked him, what happened all of a sudden? Then he said that I just came to visit you, not as a patient, but as a friend, because I eat one apple a day. I don't want to visit any hospital, neither you or any hospital as a patient, but I can visit as a friend. So what I conclude is, apple, right? Health is more important. And health also, it is again the balance. What you eat, you are basically what you eat. That's what I learned from that person. He's a very wise man. And it's not about eating one apple. If you more apple, more is also not good. How you eat and what you eat, how much you eat, that depends. Health is number one priority. It should be number one priority for all of us. Today's topic is financial awareness. So most of us normally in today's world, in a capitalist society, we follow money first, and then health, and then the happiness. So we forgot that, okay, happiness and the health is more important. We chase money, and then eventually we end up spending money for the very cause of what exactly we are needing. We end up spending money for our health issues and all. So financial awareness is very important. On top of that, we should also take care of our health. Health means it should have a balanced diet. Yes, apple is good. One apple, two apple, it's okay. But it's not that 4 and 5 every day. It has to be balanced. And it also has to be, your body has to observe what you need. Remember, if you eat whatever is required, that is fine. But if you end up eating more food, then in the end, you will eat medicine like food. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master.
Savi Vinay Kumar. As the saying goes, if the life gives you lemons, make a lemonade. Just the way Vinay twisted the topic in his own way and given his opinion on the topic. Right now, it's for another topic. And for now, distinguished Toastmaster Padma Kumar. It's your time.
Yes, Raghu.
Just think about it. If health is wealth, do we get rid of all the wealth? If health is wealth, do we get rid of all the wealth that is in your pocket?
Very interesting topic. A few months ago, I was discussing with a friend what the money that we use and use instead the gratitude that we earn from others for our acts as legal tender. It's a very interesting concept to look at, that as we go about doing good things to people around us, we continue to earn that goodwill in terms of credit, which can then be used to consume what we want. Wouldn't the world be a much better place if the focus is taken away from wealth as we know it today, in terms of money, to something more substantial like health or goodwill? I am all for it. And sometimes I get ridiculed at the implausibility of this, where people say, savvy people don't think like this. Savvy people are very clear about how exactly wealth can be accumulated. Look at all the people that we know the names of. Do we know names of people who are wise and poor? Or do we know the names of people who are rich and not necessarily very wise? Well, I would say know their names, but also consider how happy are they in life. So for me, having a tangible thing like money is not as important, but having an intangible source of fulfillment, source of happiness, whether it be health or whether it be goodwill that we earn from the acts, the charitable acts we do to people around, I think we should be in a position to fix this. If we could look at cyber currency, we could also look at goodwill as a currency. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Wonderful. Hope someday we'll have goodwill and happiness as the currency, and then there will be no sadness in the world. Oh, what a innovative answer, DTM Padma Kumar. That's why it makes you savvy. Then we have one request from Shashidhar, who wants to take up the topic. Shashi, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see you. Shashi, the topic for you is, why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? Toastmaster Shashi.
Sorry, I could not hear you. I mean, why? Can you please repeat the topic?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah. So, I mean, in cities, we don't have chickens, I mean, crossing the road. But yeah, I have been to my village several times, and then in the mornings, the chicken, they quite roam around freely because they are not caged like we are seeing in the cities. The chickens, all they are caged in cities, but in villages, they are free to roam everywhere, and they go about their normal business like we people do go for morning walks. I don't think they require morning walks in villages for the chickens to be healthy. Yeah, but yeah, we hear about chickens. I mean, free chickens. I mean, which are said to be healthy, and so they roam around freely, and that's why in villages they cross the roads whenever it's possible for them. And yeah, they chase, they roam around to get the food, and yeah, that's why they cross the roads. And yeah, coming to back to chickens, I mean, yeah, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat chicken. So but yeah, it's good to see birds, generally all the birds, even chicken also, roaming around freely, and giving a sense of, okay, the harmony in the nature where everyone is free to roam around. So I feel that as humans are free to roam around freely, even birds, chickens including, they should also have the right to roam around freely. Yeah, back to Toastmaster Raghu. Thank you.
Thank you. Doesn't matter why did chicken cross the road. Let's talk about the meeting. That's what Shashida says. Now, who is next? Anyone? Shobha, do you want to go? Anyone from the audience?
Yeah, Raghunath, I can go. You have something?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Simple topic. A question that I always had in my mind. Okay.
Yes.
If humans evolved from monkeys, why do we have monkeys still in outside? If humans evolved from monkeys, why do we have monkeys still outside?
Well, scientifically, it has been proven that we evolved from the monkeys and the apes, and then we evolved into the Homo sapiens over the years. But why they still have monkeys? Factually, I have no answer for that. But there are people who behave like monkeys there, I must say. They're up to all kinds of antics like the monkeys do. They imitate, monkeys generally imitate you. If you throw something, they'll also throw it back at you. That's what they say. I've never experienced that, fortunately, but I have seen lots of monkeys because I used to stay in a place called Bhadrachalam where my husband was working, and it was a forest area full of monkeys. And monkeys can be very naughty. They can just get into your house and they can take away things. So I think the monkeys that I would relate to are the people who behave like monkeys, not the real monkey as such. Thank you.
I like the twist in your space, Shobha. It's not about, let's not worry about the monkeys outside. It's let's worry about the humans who behave as monkeys. Wonderful. That's a great speech. Priya, do you want to take a topic? Okay. Shivani, do you want to take a topic? Anne-Marie.
Hi, I'm busy trying to listen. AR grammarian, if I can be excused.
No problem. Manasa. Toastmaster Manasa.
Yes.
Ready?
Sorry, I missed.
I just said ready. Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you miss. Okay. Okay. Tell me about your favorite tourist spot.
Okay. My favorite tourist spot was Singapore and Malaysia, which I have visited when I was when I completed my 8th grade. It was a family trip, and I feel my sister is very lucky to celebrate her birthday in both the countries. Morning she was in Malaysia, and by the evening she was in Singapore, and she celebrated her birthday over there. And the Universal Studios in Singapore was the place I loved the most. I felt I would have been there for more days so that I could explore each and every part of the studio and enjoyed each and every ride present over there. We only had a day in our schedule, so we could only visit few of them and enjoyed only few rides. So I felt it would have been great if we would have more time to visit each and everything and enjoy everything. That's it. Over to you.
Thank you, Manasa. Harsha, do you want to try?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I will go.
Okay. There's a quote that I saw in a school. I want you to speak on that.
Can you repeat?
Morals before the merit. Morals before the merit. Harsha. Okay. But that's I can give you a different topic.
Yeah, different one.
Okay. The topic for you is tell me something about your favorite day. How did you spend one of your best days from your life?
Like recently, I have been into my one of the college event called E-Summit, where it is a talk show where startup companies like T-Hub, CEO, and Skippy, Gearhead Motor, these all people visit, like CEO have visited to tell about their experiences to start. As a business student, I was keen about the topics like exploring and how to start a business. So I have been attending their seminars. They were very much like, I just thought like just for attendance to attend it. But after attending the seminars, it made me more interesting into it. And they have even I have been the organizer. So like completely a day, like how to organize the event from morning to evening by seeing like all the schedules, like what is next, how the days, how timetable is prepared, like who is coming and speaking again one by one, by receiving them and talking to them and having lunch with them is one of the coolest thing I had with them. So to be, and as business students, like I'm really interested into the business and I want to open my own cafe called Concept Cafe, where it will be built on my own interest. So I have nothing idea on it. So by talking to them, which give me more knowledge, and at present they have been taken me to the internship of their one of the companies. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Harsha. Life is not a prepared speech, but we can go prepared. Remember, there are a couple of techniques that you can use in your speeches, especially when attempting your table topics. First thing is prep, point, then reason, and then also make some examples and then make your point. One of the famous technique that you can use in your impromptu speeches, and also you can use in your prepared speeches too. Then whenever there's something to debate upon, or whenever there is something that you need to explore and talk about it, especially from something when you do some research and present it, you can use the balance method or pendulum method where you give the different views and then your neutral view out of it. The last, but not least, the technique that you can use is problem solution method. The problem solution method is when you see a problem, then you identify the cause, the root cause analysis that we generally cause, and then you give a solution. Every boss, every entrepreneur likes this technique. Problem and solution. Problem, cause, solution. Use these three techniques, and I'm sure you will be able to improve your impromptu and prepare speeches. With that note, I take a leave as a table topic master and give input back to our Toastmaster today.
Thank you so much, Raghu, for very interesting and creative table topics. We all enjoyed listening to the various speeches today. Now I would like to continue on the financial statement analysis discussion that we had. We've spoken about three statements: balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow. We've also gone through the various ratios that we should analyze, and also understood that we need to look at it over a trend and a period of time. The next most important thing that you should look at is the notes to accounts. They are very important and critical because they talk about the accounting policies that were taken into account while preparing those accounts. They also talk about any significant events or contingent liabilities that are there in that could impact the business overall. And they also, the other thing that always interests me is the management report. The management report in the annual statements also gives you a perspective of where the business is going to head in the long run. It is, while doing planning, it is important that you don't, while analyzing a business, it's not important that you just look at their existing financial statements, but it's also important to look at their future projections and strategy that the company is going to take. It is also important that you review the entire financial statements and see and project what you see could be the long term of the financials. What are the numbers talking to you about, right? You compare it with the peers. If you read just one statement, like that woman saying, I made my husband a millionaire, if you don't compare it with what it was or what the competitors are doing, you are having half the knowledge. If I have to analyze what one of the, say Tata Steel is doing, I would go and look at other steel companies to see what are their financials telling me. I would analyze the balance sheet of all the similar corporates and see what are their ratios telling me. And that will give me the true picture of what analysis or what is the real story behind the numbers. With this, I would like to call upon evaluators and the tag team to share their report for today. I would start with the timer. Priya, do you want to share your report?
I would say start with the evaluation report, Ekta first.
Sure, thank you, Raghu. May I request evaluator 1, Vamsi, to share the feedback?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Ekta. Yeah. Greetings of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. What a wonderful speech given by Avinash on files, file up. Thank God you have AI. I really enjoyed the speech. He started the speech with the file system and explained the modernization AI and the file system usage. And he explained the financial statements generation and presentation of the accountant with the file system and the files financial year maintenance for the account management. He explained the 2 use cases. The first use case is customer experience for the purchase order and creation with the file system versus AI, modernization AI. The second use case is customer satisfaction with the service desks. Like previously, like earlier, with the file system, you need to create some ticket and you need like that the process completely with the file system. It is like time consuming process, but he explained in a detailed manner with the file system. Service desk and a ticket is going to the other system. They are resolving the problem with the system and versus AI modern system with the benefits which are given by the big companies. Right now, he explained the comparing the file system versus and AI, how the problems are solving. There are 2 use cases he explained in detail. I like the way he explained the file system with the AI modernization, the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is giving is not complete replacement of the file system, but it's giving the plugin kind of improvement over the file system, and he explained in detail very well. And I like the use cases which he explained in detail. But few recommendations from my point of view. I would recommend the speaker work on the body language and gestures and eye contact. That is the recommendations. The overall the speech is it's good, and I really enjoyed his speech. Yeah, these are the few recommendations to work upon in the future speeches. Yeah, over to you. Thank you. Okay. Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Vamsi. May I call upon the evaluator 2 to give the evaluation? Manasa.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Catherine on completing your speech successfully. And I think I'm savvy with my report on your speech. Mothers that never run dry, which was a fabulous speech which was well organized and structured, and you had proper hand gestures, and your voice modulations was pretty good expressing your feelings at that particular point of time. And thank you for making all of us think of our mothers who would work endlessly, help us, and at times we give them the least priority and not take the privilege to thank them. A mother's love is more beautiful than any fresh flower. And I don't think I have any recommendations on your speech, except that you would have adjusted the camera more properly so that we could all had the proper vision of your hand gestures, and you would have used also the light behind you at times had deviated us. Overall, to conclude my evaluation, a mother's love is more precious and valuable than all other riches in the world, and mother's arms are more comfortable than anyone's else. The speech you gave on your mother, who has done various jobs to fulfill your needs and her passion, irrespective of her age, was a very well organized and structured speech with great hand gestures. And I only felt was even if the camera was in proper place, we would have a complete vision of your gestures and which will not deviate us. Thank you for this opportunity and all the best for your future speeches. Over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Mansa, for your speech evaluation. Now I would like to call upon the timer for the timer report. Priya, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I would like to start with the Sajatams. Toastmaster Raghunathan Raju. His speech time is 1 minute 12 seconds. And Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ekta Agarwal. Your total speech time is 11 minutes 30 seconds. And speaker number 1, Toastmaster Avinash Vardhan. Your total speech time is exactly 5 minutes. And speaker number 2, Toastmaster Catherine. Your speech time is 4 minutes 45 seconds. And table topic speaker number 1, Toastmaster Vinay Kumar. Your speech time is 2 minutes 20 seconds. And table topic speaker number 2, DTM Padma Kumar. Your speech time is 2 minutes 14 seconds. And table topic speaker number 3, Toastmaster Sheshida Reddy. Your speech time is 1 minute 36 seconds. And table topic speaker number 4, Toastmaster Shobha Swarup. Your speech time is 55 seconds. And table topic speaker number 6, Toastmaster speaker number 5, Toastmaster Manasa. Your speech time is 50 seconds. And table topic speaker number 6, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Your speech time is 1 minute 22 seconds. And evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Vamsi. Your speech time is 2 minutes 05 seconds. And evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Manasa. Your speech time is 1 minute 50 seconds. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Priya, for the detailed evaluation. Now I would like to call upon a grammarian for the day, Anne Marie, to talk about how savvy we were today and give her grammar report and the R counter report. Over to you, Anne Marie.
Are you hearing me? Well, today I was very, very excited because it was short, concise, and there were very few criminal offenses. So I'm very, very happy today. I want to point to DTM Padma Makuma because you really nail your eloquence, your conciseness, and the way you structure your sentence. And I'm always in awe every time you open your mouth on the table topics. You really nailed it. Thank you very much. And we all are moving our delivery to the next level. Word of the day, can we have the people who complied? Put your hands up, because I didn't hear it very often, but I want to thank Ekta, Priya, and Padma Kumar for their attempts And the rest of you have got penalty points because you made no effort whatsoever. But well done. Every week it's a new challenge. I had some very savvy vocabulary today. Ekta, you really went to town on it. And Catherine, I love the word fathom. That's such an English word, an illustrious career. Awesome. My word guru must be Ekta though, because some of those racial analysis, liquidity, racial seasonality. Oh, you were a walking dictionary. So thank you for introducing some new language to somebody who's totally financially illiterate. The deliveries tonight were very strong. Catherine, I'm taking home the mother who never runs dry. That was a fantastic sentence, and I will be using that this week for sure. We had a lot of spice from Raghu with his table topics questions, and he used some lovely classics. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Life gives you lemons. What do? You make lemonade. So you really went to town on the table topics with your metaphors. I was a little distracted by word endings. I heard what happened. It should be what happened, Vinay. Today's world, who said that? It should be today's world. There is a D and it just makes the sentence a lot less harsher. Do watch penalty on pronunciations. We do this every week. Consonants. Why did the chicken cross the road? Who said that? And what should it have been? Why? But I heard why did the chicken. Da for the, Ekta. You said D for the, Manasseh. Tell something. Tell something. So the consonants, take care on that. Talking to them, Vardhan. And we had a lot of D and Ds. So please just focus on getting some savvy consonants in. I took note of some criminal uses of grammar. Apple away, keep doctor away. What is missing? We have the. We have a tendency to miss these words out. So apple away keeps the doctor away. They have been taking me when we do. I'll start again. They have been taking me. What do we want to say? When do we use take and took? It's past and present tense. They have been taking me. They took me would be a better use of the sentence. Just remember the past and present tense. Vardhan, I noticed that. What has been your next statement? What is or what was? What has been? So try and shorten your sentences and a little more emphasis on pauses. Vamsi, you're still going at quite a speed and I'm trying to keep up with your pace. Slow down makes good grammar. Complete your sentences, everybody. Short sentences. Speak like you're speaking to a baby. Pause and smile. Overall, I felt very empowered by tonight's delivery. Continue to develop savvy consonants, short sentences, and slow down. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster, Mrs. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Anne-Marie. Your grammar report is something that we all look forward to. It's always a lot to learn and take away from. Thank you so much for that.
Am I the AR counter as well?
Yes.
All right, well, that's a very short report. We had quite a few ums and ahs. Ekta, you had 4 ahs. Avinak, sorry for pronunciation, you had 1 and you tend to say so a lot in between the transitions. Ready? I heard so I had 5 counts on that. 1 and yeah, but you said that twice. So be careful on the yeah buts and also 2 so's. Shabli, you had 3 R's and you do say you know quite often. So I heard that. I heard 4 for Vardhan, and Manamas, you had 4 and 1 the. You repeated the twice. Over to you.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. I really like this because I feel the way I'm growing is the reduced number of encounters that I'm getting with every speech. I feel that I'm growing with every speech that I do. Thank you so much for playing this role today. Continuing on our topic of the day, which is financial statement analysis. I hope you have understood the various aspects of financial statement analysis, but if you have any questions on any of these financial statement analysis questions, please feel free to reach out to me at any point in time, and I'll be more than happy to take those questions. But the tools that help us do financial statement analysis today, definitely Excel is one, which any financial statement planner uses the most. There are other tools which are Power BI, Tableau, and other reporting tools which help us design the dashboards in a way that we are able to present graphical representation of the numbers and take insights from them. A lot of AI that Avinash was referring to can help us design those, but we definitely need the right questions to ask to the tool to get the right answers that we want to get to. So it's very important that we know what we want to look for, and then the AI tools will be able to help us get those right data points to make informed decisions. My request is, don't just invest in any company that you get a tip for, but go look at the financial statements because they are readily available. Try and analyze those statements. Try and read what the profit number is, what the equity number is, and what the ratios are telling to you before making the plunge into investments of any kind into any organization that you're doing. Now I hand over to Raghu to take feedback from the guests and take the roll call for the next meeting. Thank you so much, Raghu, for the opportunity.